Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again, and in today's video I'm going to showcase some battles in the RetroCup that whose rotation have just started for season 11 in the GBL. So for RetroCup it will be banning Steel, Fairy and Dark types, which is the reason for this RetroCup meta for Ghost, Normal and Ice type to shine, because Ghost will just get hard countered by Tarks as well as like normal types, and ice types get hard countered by the steel types. There is a reason. If you see the meta over here, it is full of normal, ghost, ice and a bit of rock as well. So that is the reason I am showcasing a underrated Pokemon in this meta, which is going to be Primeape, and the recommended moveset for Primeape is counter along with Night Slash and the coverage move of Ice Punch. But for me, I'm using a legacy Primeape over here with Cross Chop, which for Primeape we got the move in the last Go Battle Day, that was on 18th of June. So I'm going to use that. So since Primeape is on the Glacier side, I'm going to use it as a closure over here when all the shields are down. And Primeape, I thought of using Primeape because it is very good and it is kind of a core breaker for one of the strongest core in RetroCup over here, which is going to be the Trevenant and Walrein core, because of the coverage from Night Slash and the super active damage from counters and cross chop as well. So over here, if we take a close look to this meta, it is, as I've already mentioned, it is normal, ice and ghost. So Primeape does really good against normal, ice, rock, everything, but I need to cover the ghost weakness for that. But still, it have Night Slash, it can cover, but Primeape is kind of classy. So that is the reason I am pairing it up with a lead of Cofagrigus over here and a safe swap of Walrein in this meta. So overall, this team does good against the overall meta, and it is kind of a well balanced and rounded team. But if you see the coverages on the meta, it is not that great, but still it worked very much great for me. So for the rating for this team, it is C for coverage, C for bulk, because Primeape and Cofagrigus is not that bulky, but Primeape is kind of classy as well. That is the reason it is a C. But apart from that, threat score is kind of decent and the safety and consistency is kind of high. So without further more delay, let's get into the battles and check out how this team performed. So moving into the first battle, I have got a lead of Galvantula over here. So Galvantula lead is kind of decent because I'll be resisting like all the moves like Volt Switch and Discharge is going to be neutral, and Lunge is going to be resisted. So they will be first going for the Lunge, which I am fine with because I'll be loading up a bit of extra energy, and now I'll be going for the first Shadow Ball. So I did a CMP tie over here because they could not sneak any Volt Switch through, and now since they shielded over here, I am good to shield off my own, because since I have got lots of loaded energy, I can move up to one more. Like I can go for one more Shadow Ball to ensure the knockout or get the final shield from my opponent, to which I get the knockout, and let's see what they comes back with. So now, since they comes back with their own Swampert over here, I thought of going for the Shadow Ball, but I lose the CMP over here, to which I am happy to let my Cofagrigus go down, and now I'll be coming with my own Walrein over here, because all the moves from from Swampert is going to be resisted by my water ice typing, while I am doing neutral damage with my own Icicle Spheres and Powder Snow, to which now they comes back with their own Raichu over here, which is very interesting because I don't want my Walrein to face this Raichu, and I immediately after landing the Icicle Sphere, I'll be safe again swapping back into my own Primeape over here. So Primeape from this kind of range can easily counter down, beg your pardon, they can counter down the Kanto Raichu over here, and I've got a loaded cross chop for this Swampert over here. So for Swampert, it could reach to the next Hydro Cannon, outpacing me, but I'm happy to shield this time because I want my Primeape to shine up in this meta, so that is the reason I'll be going for the next Night Slash, which will be enough to get the knockout and indeed getting the win for the first battle of the first set, which is really nice for me. So I went up in the Retro Cup of 9-1 rating. Like, I got 9-1 victory in the first 2 sets with the Retro Cup and with this team. So let's go into the next battle. So I catch a lead of Shadow Golbat over here, and they threw immediately without going up for a potential Shadow Ball, to which I will letting the Poison Fang go through because it is double resisted by my ghost typing, and I'll be now going for the neutral move of Dark Pulse, because Dark Pulse is a bit of less energy than Shadow Ball, so Dark Pulse coverage is really great, to which now I'll be calling the bait this time, because I think they will be going for the Poison Fang once again, which is the case over here, and now I'll be going for the Shadow Ball this time. So since they have shielded once, I think they will let the charge move go through, which it does, because now they comes back with their own Trevenant over here. So for Trevenant, I've got a decent answer to it, which is my Walrein over here, and I've got a shield advantage as well, which is really good for me because I can let the first Seed Bomb go through, because Seed Bomb hits for neutral this case because of my partial ice typing over here, and Walrein is kind of bulky as well, to which now I'll be going for the next Icicle Sphere, which might get the final shield from my opponent, which is the case, and now I have to shield up my own, because from this kind of range I will be able to reach to the next Icicle Sphere, and let's see what my opponent does have in the back. So they have their Walrein in this case over here, to which we did a simultaneous swap out into my Primeape, and the Cross Chop shines over here, because counters and Cross Chop will add up very much in this matchup. So as you guys can see, Cross Chop did almost knock the Walrein out, and I can easily handle one Icicle Sphere. Since I have one shield left, I will be shielding up my Primeape, but since Primeape wins CMP tie against this Trevenant, I'll be going for the next Night Slash, which will be enough to get the knockout for this Trevenant and indeed getting the win for the final battle. So as I've already mentioned, Primeape is such a code breaker for this Trevenant and Walrein core in this meta. So GG's. Moving to the next battle, I have got a lead of Primeape of my opponents over here, so which I am happy with, because now from this kind of range, Cofagrigus is decently bulky. It can handle one Night Slash, so I'll let the first Night Slash go through, and if they get the boost over here, I have to shield up the next potential boosted Night Slash. But fortunately they did not get the boost over here, to which I have to opt to get I have to opt for my first shield from my opponent's Night Slash over here, to which I have to go for the first Shadow Ball of my own, because Dark Pulse is resisted by the fighting typing, so that is the reason I have to go for Shadow Ball, to which they let their Primeape over here they swap out into their own I believe this is going to be a Dusclops, which is really bulky and excelled over here. I'll be going for the next Dark Pulse in this scenario and ensure the final shield from my opponent, which is really nice, because now I have got a Walrein and a Primeape over here with a shield advantage, which I do necessarily need, because Primeape, as I've already mentioned, will shine in the final scenario when all the shields are down. So that is the reason I have to shield up shield advantage. I need shield advantage for my Primeape over here, to which I will be letting the back-to-back shadow punches go through over here, and now after doubling up on the Icicle Spheres, I have to go for the first Icicle Sphere onto this bulky Dusclops over here. So I'll be rather honest over here. So Dusclops is kind of a really great not a really great, but it is kind of a really bulky ghost type over here, to which I undercharge the Icicle Sphere perfectly over here, and now from this range I can easily go for the farm down. But I'm anticipating that they will be quickly swapping back into their Primeape, so that is the reason I will be immediately swapping into my own Cofagrigus as well, which I am happy with, because they cannot counter me down, to which they have to shield throw over here, which I am happy with, because now I can come back with my Primeape and get a hard farm onto this opponent mirror Primeape as well. And since I am having shield advantage, it is really great for me. So I'm just burning down the switch clock over here, and I'll be coming back with my Primeape and getting the hard farm onto this opponent's mirror Primeape as well. And let's see what my opponent does have into their bag. So I think they will be coming back with some of maybe a defense Deox, or maybe, yeah, they comes back with their own Alolan Marowak over here, which is really nice because I do have the coverage move of Night Slash for the Ghost types and the Psychic types as well, which is going to be in the Night Slash. So Night Slash does hit very hard over here because Primeape is such attack weighted, and I'll be going for the back-to-back Night Slash, which will be enough to get the knockout for this AWAC over here. Barely enough, but now I can easily come back with my own Walrein and get the Heart Farm, to which my opponent does recognizes their fate and top left the game over here, which is going to be the third battle win over here, and this is going to be GG's. So now moving into the fourth battle against Walrein over here. So this is the lead I don't want to see over here, because Cofagrigus does lose to Walrein in even shield scenario as well, to which I have to play out this matchup as I have to catch one Icicle Sphere, which I did perfectly onto my Walrein over here, and now I'll be going for the hard-hitting move of Earthquake. So this is going to be the first Earthquake, which I can easily tank over here, because yeah, Walrein is such a tank over here and they are staying in. So I believe they don't have a hard answer to the Walrein over here, Walrein safe swap, which I am happy with, because now they have to throw one Earthquake to take me out, because from this kind of range Icicle Sphere won't be knocking me out. Rather, I can go for the Icicle Sphere, which will be enough to get the knockout, I believe. But still, if it is not, I can easily Powder Snow down, because now the Shadow Claw damage from the Cofagrigus came in handy, to which I can easily farm down my opposing Walrein over here with the Shadow Claw, with the Powder Snow damage, to which now they comes back with their own Trevenant over here. So for Trevenant, it is really nice because Trevenant is coming up in this battle quite early, because I don't want to go into an event shield scenario with my own Primeape over here, to which now I'll be opting for the first shield from my end. And now, since they baited the first time, I thought they would have enough energy to go for the Shadow Ball the next time, but they baited once again, to which now I'll be going for the Heart Farm, but I come and snipe down with my Primeape over here, and let's see what my opponent does have in the back. So they have got a Swampert in as a closer, to which I have got a loaded Cofagrigus, which is low, but I can come back with my Cofagrigus over here and get the energy off, to which I now throw up the first Night Slash, which does intend get the boost over here, which will be enough to get the knockout for this boosted counters with the Swampert, and getting the easily win for the fourth battle here as well in the set. So that is going to be a really great game. So GG's. Moving into the next battle, I think I could not get what the lead was, because they quickly swapped out into their Frostlass. So Frostlass is kind of a really hard thing to deal with this team, because it have potential nukes of Avalanche and Shadow Ball, which does so much damage to the overall meta for my team. To which now I'll be going for the Icicle Sphere Shield Bait over here, and let's see what my opponent does in this scenario. So they called the shield over here, which is not a great thing for me, because now from this kind of range I have to invest my energy as well to get rid of this Frostlass over here, to which now they comes back with their defense Deox. So this is really great. So defense Deox is a kind of a wall to my backline, because it have got access to counters as well, and it is a psychic type. So there is a reason they swapped out into their own Frostlass, being the safe swap, but I could manage alignment after shielding once, to which now I'll be coming back with my own Cofagrigus over here, and after loading up to almost 1.5 Dark Pulses, I'll be going for the Dark Pulse of my own, which they let it go, and I will be going for the Heart Farm. And let's see what my opponent does have into their backline. So they have got a Hypno, which is very much tough with double shield. So that is the reason I'll be going for the double back-to-back Dark Pulse is over here, and let's see how I can play this match out. To which I don't want them to farm me down, rather that is the reason I will be quickly safe swapping, like swapping back into my own Primeape once again. And let's see if Primeape can shine this time as well. To which they let the first charge move go through, which I am happy with, because now if they potentially have to go for the Shadow Ball rather than the Thunder Punch, to which I believe they will not be able to outpace me, because I do get to one more Night Slash and they have to invest the shield. To which now they went for one more confusion, because since they overtapped, I sneak in one counter and I get the simultaneous knockout and get the win for the final battle here as well, which is really nice. So that was a 5-0 set, which is really nice with this team. And now I'll be pausing the video for a few minutes and I'll be sharing my final analysis on this team and Primeape. So Primeape is kind of a really underrated Pokemon for this Retro Cup, because it have the potential to core break the Walrein Trevenant core, along with taking out some of the bulky normal types as well, such as Lickitung and that Trident as well. So if you are using this team, do let me know how it is working out for you, and if you do get shield advantage and get good amount of energy management onto this Primeape over here, it can be so deadly into the end game. So that will be all for this team and this battles over here and for the video. So if you're liking the content, do share, like, subscribe to my channel, and that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one with new videos and new team ups with many more Pokemons in the Retro Cup, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.